So I've got a monk deck that's actually insane for the current meta, and the reason why the monk works so well right now is because there's a lot of people running the frontline heroes with the Shield Maiden, the Barbarian King, even like Wave Master and Countess, and the monk is very good at one-shotting those heroes if you get him straight on top of them. But for the backline troops, we also have some strong backline. So for example, I mean, look at the Wave Master just getting one shot in the early game. We normally always win the early game, but if you do happen to run into an Archer Queen or the Royal Champion, you've got minis like the Magic Archer and the Archer who can really target that backline and find some huge value. So they have no problem stopping those backline heroes, because especially the Magic Archer right now is incredibly strong. I didn't want to have to go for the Magic Archer here, but it looks like we might have to just based on our rolls. I'm not going to waste one more roll there. He's going to throw a Spear Goblin in the same side. And now once again, look at this. Boom. One shot. The monk is going to one shot his hero. And even though the monk usually falls shortly after that, we also have the miner in our deck. So even if they aren't necessarily running like a frontline or a sit back deck, having the miner, Magic Archer, and the Archer combination will always shred down their marksmen, their ranged heroes, because everybody is going to be running a ranged hero at one point or another, because you sort of need it to balance out your deck. So here, we'll put the Giant Skeleton in the front. We'll make sure our Magic Archer isn't the furthest troop in the back. And this is actually really bad. Oh, because his Magic Archer might find tremendous value depending on where he places it. At least we get a stun off. Yeah, there we go. And then the miner is going to go all the way back to the Magic Archer. And now the Archer is going to hit his Archer as well. But he got a really good Wave Master roll off. So he might actually win this specific round. Oh, we were so close to getting that off. That was my bad. The second I was placing my minis, I was like, wait a second. I forgot. He's running the Magic Archer himself. So when you're going up against the Magic Archer, of course you have to make sure you place your minis in such a way that he doesn't find free value. So instead, we'll do this time around. We'll make sure we still have the blocks in here for our minis. And then we'll go for the Dissipate on the miner. And we'll look for 2-star. Oh, we don't find the 2-star Magic Archer. So instead, we'll have to get a 2-star miner. So we'll have the 1-star Magic Archer. The Magic Archer on his side shouldn't find any value. And now our Magic Archer should hopefully go after his. Oh, it goes after the Archer instead, which will honestly be pretty fine. We'll be able to kill those guys off, no problem. And now it's time for our monk to find value, get his troop down, and then boom, we're good to go. We win that 3-1 against the Wave Master. Here we've got ourselves the Countess. So the early game Countess, I don't think is actually too bad. What I will do though is I'm going to play all of my troops straight up here, because he should put the Countess on this slot, and this will allow my monk to get some value early on. So let's see if we predict this right. He doesn't. As a matter of fact, he puts his ghost there. So interestingly enough, Countess won't be the one getting struck, but the good thing is, no matter what, at the end of the day, we actually are gonna get trolled, low-key. Yeah, low-key. So he actually wins that round. So unfortunately, he was rocking the Royal Ghost, because normally in round 1 against the Countess, I win that pretty easily just because we end up getting the kill. But he plays the right cards, plays the right minis, finds the value, so we hand it to him there. Well played. Is it even... Yeah, we'll play it like this, because the monk will be able to at least get some sort of heals. He might play Countess in the middle again, and if he does, we can at least bowl it back. Oh, we bowl back the Royal Ghost. We end up hitting the Ice Wizard, and boom, Ice Wizard instant dead. The monk walks straight to the back line. That's the risk you run when you put the Royal Ghost in the front like that. We get immediately to the back line, and now the Countess is stuck in a 1v3 situation, able to take it down. So we'll be heading into round 3 now, and his back line, we can get to those guys pretty well. Let's go ahead and move our troops a little bit, because I do believe that he might end up playing his Spear Goblin on the far left. And we'll go with... hope he doesn't have miner, but we'll go with the Magic Archer getting his upgrade now to get the extra arrow. No miner, but because he's playing his stuff like that with the Royal Ghost, once again our Magic Archer just gets straight. Oh, if he turned around and got the Countess right away, that would have been nuts. But either way, we should be fine here, because now, yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm telling you, the monk is just, he just applies so much pressure at the front of the deck while we have the Magic Archer going crazy at the back. So once again, we will not play the edge here. And I don't think the miner is going to find its tremendous value. And I'd rather have the miner be low in HP so that the Countess ends up going after the miner, which would be really good for us. But I will throw Dissipate on the miner, because the Dissipate will allow us, if he does end up getting aggro onto the Countess, that will allow us to get that good value. Now the monk almost dies immediately, but nonetheless, look at the he one-shots the Countess. Oh my goodness, deleted. We're able to win that game there, 3-1. Here we've got the Royal Champion, so it's time for us to show the power against the ranged unit. And the Miner is such a valuable mini to have against the Royal Champion, or even the Archer Queen, especially if they're running those decks and you want to try your best to get like the Dissipate and then even the Cleave, because allowing yourself to do that against the Royal Champion will make sure that she doesn't get any abilities off. And believe it or not, it actually cancels her chain as well, because when she gets a kill, it resets her bar back to full health. But if the Miner happens to be on her, then you just get to sit there and kill her, and she doesn't even get the full chain off. So here we'll be able to kill the Royal Champion for sure before she gets that second chain and go up 1-0. But we'll continue to make sure that we buff up that Miner for the Dissipate, at least to get 1 star on it would be nice. Although it is the early game, we won the first round, so I'm not too pressed about rushing that out. So instead what we'll do is we'll play our minis like this, and we'll just sort of play our mini advantage, because one of the things that I don't like to do is going into like round 2, I like to get as many minis on the field as possible, regardless of who's strong or who's going to carry the deck. It just works out better that way. And here the Miner will get instant aggro onto the Royal Champion. This would have been one of the examples where, oh, she's getting the chains. Oh, she's getting the chains. Yeah, she got crazy. 5 chains in a row. That's fine. Much respect, but going forward, once the Miner has to Dissipate, she won't be able to do anything crazy like that. So I'm not too worried about it. Let's go Dissipate. If I wanted, yeah, you know what? We're going to go Cleave as well. And we'll get our bowler down now in the middle, because he's been using the middle the last couple of rounds here. We should be able to get some sort of a bowl off. And this time around, our Miner will get onto that Royal Champion unless he plays it in the second tile, which then leaves it vulnerable to our... Whoa. Okay, we have a look here, right? As I said, the Miner goes straight to the back. The Mega Knight, 3-star Mega Knight, he put all of his eggs in one basket, which is another thing about this meta. People are running the Mega Knight in the front, and they're starring it up like crazy. Guess who's going to one-shot that Mega Knight all day, every day? It's going to be our beautiful, beautiful monk. So, one thing I want to do now is actually use Invisible for my... I might even go for a 2-star... We'll go for the 2-star. We'll use Invisible, though, to make sure that he doesn't get free aggro onto our Magic Archer. And then, if anything, it's just going to go after the bowler. And once again, we read exactly where he's going to put his Mega Knight. So, all that stars to get one shot out of the sky. You hate to see it. The Miner is going straight onto his Royal Champion. And just like I said, it would play out the exact same way. And now we have the Royal Champion. Let's go with Monk in the front. We'll play the Miner straight away here, because I think he's going to end up playing the Royal Champion on top of the heal slot. And we should get almost immediate aggro with our Magic Archer. No, not quite. And the bowler does turn around right away, so the risk of us playing him that close backfires badly, unless... No, it backfires. Okay, so we lose the first round. A lot of 3-1 games today. A lot of... It was crazy. That was actually super close. If we didn't play our Miner so close to the front, he wouldn't have gotten aggroed, and we might have been able to win that round. But you can't really predict that. It's the whole point of the game, right? You don't know where they're going to play their troops. So we'll go bowler. And because he is running... because he is running the... It's a shame that he has a bowler as well, because he's going to bowl down our monk. Nice. Magic Archer gets immediate aggro onto the Countess by playing the Miner in the back. Now this time, we're able to get onto him with the Miner, and the Magic Archer finds value there as well. So Royal Champion should at least die, but I don't know if we have enough firepower to actually win this. This is going to have to be a reverse sweep, if anything. Not enough firepower. The Mega Knight has way too much health, but I'm not worried about it. We're going to start to crank up the heat now with the Magic Archer. This is where he gets strong going into round 3. We'll make the sacrifice. I think I need him to get to 2 stars in this specific matchup. Giant Skeleton goes down. Please. Nice. Who do I want to sell, though? This is low-key troll, but... And we'll use Invisible. Because the Invisible here will make sure that his Miner comes to the back and finds... Oh, no. I put my Magic Archer on the slot of the... I'm trolling. Nonetheless, that actually might work out pretty well because we killed a Miner. So Miner will go down. No kill coming in from the Royal Champion. I'm pretty sure as long as the Monk doesn't die, yeah, if the Monk doesn't die there, we're good. The Electro or the Magic Archer can easily 1v1 the Countess here. So this is just going to have to be the Magic Archer going crazy. Like I said, the Magic Archer can carry this deck from the back line anyways. And this usually does end up happening when you're going up against these troops on the front line. Just because, I mean, it's just natural, you know. I should not have. That was a bad reroll. Bad reroll, my friends. Can the Miner get bold? Let me see. No, he cannot. Nice. So Miner's going to get all the way to the back there. We'll take care of the bowler. Mega Knight's now going to get off the front line. It looks like we're going to get a chain here, though. Only one chain. It's not bad. I know we lose, actually. Maybe not, maybe not. We got plenty of health. Oh, yeah. Look at the Magic Archer carrying. Look at the Magic Archer carry. I'm telling you, he can carry this deck all the way. 2 stars. We're going to end up getting into a 3rd star here. And now we can start to look to get our Dissipate. So we'll go Dissipate. 3rd star on the Magic Archer. And we'll go... Let's attack an additional target. Why not? Of course, he bowls down the right again. But it works out again, though, because now we get to kill the Miner, so I'm all for it. And look at the Miner being the best. Dissipate, slowing down the Mega Knight. Royal Champion's going to get a chain. And once again, when it comes to the 1v1, Magic Archer carries the deck.